I'm so freaking powerful now. Like, you would not believe the level of power I have now. Those salty eggs, Mingles, Peking, Mad Dude, the Gentleman, Atomic Thomas. Ugh. Too powerful. Took it out of me. Whew. Super Spike, Elsie, Alex, Kishi, Joe, Wagon, The Guy, Tostito, Andres, Moon, Gaming Devil, Robin, Pixel Winter Fox, Bruce, Neil, Nobody, Llama Lord, Winch, Shiny, Brandon. Trying to get discount script ideas. It's this classic writing advice. Ideas are cheap. It's all about the execution. And brother, I've got the guillotine. I've just really become a fan of this turn of phrase. How's this sound, by the way? I'm testing a new setup. Like, this is the inaugural test of this weird, shitty, cheap monitor that I bought. It's like, it's a monitor for ants. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's an interesting monitor. I've turned it on its side, and now chat is just the monitor. Have to go take a driver's ed test? Oh, good luck with that. A talking fish that's attempting to turn into a dragon. Is that like a reference to something? What's the meaning of the stream? I'm collecting ideas. So, I'll either be taking them from chat or from other places online as I stream. Because this is all we can do today. My body hurts too much to do anything else. I'm not sick, I just went too ham on Just Dance 4. They were selling a Kinect at the thrift store for $6. It's such a good deal. Just Dance 4 was also $6. Can you imagine? The Kinect used to be $150. A centaur. You know, I never tried a centaur. Not Star Wars. I didn't find Star Wars Kinect at the thrift store. Just dancing games. Well, there was also Kinect Sports, but I didn't want to play that. Am I sick? My throat's just dry. I've been eating too much bread. It's that fucking garlic pull-apart bread that they have at that one store, and oh, it's so good. So good. The only thing I don't like is that they legit leave just big chunks of garlic in it. It's kind of weird. Am I able to open the chips? Not yet. Not yet. I slacked yesterday. Still a half a pound away. Ugh. Hopefully tomorrow or Monday I will get to open the big bag of chips. You would have thought on the weekend I would like to have the big bag of chips. Anyway, we got to get this rolling. First, though, advertisements. Mingles made this lovely gift for me. It has my link. Technically, this is against YouTube's link policy. I looked it up. They're like, you can't link directly to porn. But the way I've got it figured is that technically I'm not linking directly to porn because you have to pay to see it. Like, yeah, the porn is there, but you have to input a credit card number to get it, which means you have to be 18 anyway. So thank you, Mingles, for that. There's no new audios. It's just, I just wanted to test it. Okay, let's get this started. Where's my notes? I turned down the brightness a little bit so it doesn't blind you guys, but like, let me know how it looks. I don't think they're gonna buy that excuse. It's not like I'm linking directly to Pornhub or something. But I feel like it's the same principle as linking to an 18 plus Patreon, you know? Like, we all know it's there. Oh, we're talking about porn because I sell it. I sell porn. Okay, Centaur Girl. I gotta make sure that the font is big enough. What's the font? 14. What am I, an idiot? Is this better? Oh my god. You know, I type all the time. You'd think I'd be better at it. Centaur Girl. You have to put girl in the title for SEO. Use night mode on Notepad++. Is it? Notepad++ is for programming. Don't sell porn, sell wholesome ASMR contents. People don't buy that for $4 a pop, bro. A Minotaur Girl. I have considered that. The only issue is there's no pick crews for Minotaur Girls. Also, like, would she just have, like, the regular bull head? Because I guess I could source some art for that, but... Or is she gonna be, like, you know, cute? Ooh. Right, I didn't write that one down. Okay. I just want to make sure it's all fitting on the screen. Kaiju listener. And like I'm the reporter? Okay. Is this gonna be like... Let's do like a King Kong type thing. That'd be fun. No, not that. King Kong-esque, you know? We go to an island. Mattress doesn't want to let the listener get up or something. Your body pillow comes to life. That's... I literally have that written somewhere. Okay. Oh, thank you, the gentleman, for being a real faker for 5 months. Do a Reaper Girl X villain. Oh. Now that could be something. Like... Is the villain killing more people to see her, or do they just happen to cross paths a lot because the villain kills a lot of people?
You're a real faker? That's so cool.
They could go for a moth girl, but the thing is, I don't know anything about moths other than, like, the light meme. Hold on. Robin has a great idea. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I get that. Child of a Minotaur and mermaid. Human. Human. Speaker's trying to hide that they're an octopus person. Okay, that could be fun. Octo Dad parody. Oh my god. This is embarrassing. By the way, I'm not taking notes on who's suggesting which idea, just like, if I do the idea, just comment on the video and I'll like pin you or something. Crab Girl Part 2? I didn't write that, did I? Somebody else wrote that. Oh, thank you, Brand Porter, for the $5.
This one been on my list forever and I still haven't done anything with it.
Okay, comforting your pyromancer GF. Interesting.
Lots of stuff on fire randomly.
Tsundere medic healing your 20th injury. Oh yeah, but like, what is it? Just like a regular medic or like a magic, like fantasy medic? I get to be like, these potions are expensive, you know. Joining your girlfriend for a paranormal investigation. You know what, that could be fun. We'll just call it a paranormal investigation. We could BuzzFeed unsolve this shit. That'd be fun. Oh no, wait, now it's Ghost Files. BuzzFeed had to be the worst. Parade Master Automaton welcomes you to the circus. You know, why am I not just like copying and pasting these? This would be so much easier. I can do that now because chat's in a separate screen. The color grading on the screen is all fucked up, but like what I expect, it's made in China. So like, the reason I'm like collecting all these ideas is specifically because of Lies of P. Like, I gotta ramp up my writing and like get into it, you know? Like, I gotta write up a fucking storm pretty soon. Yeah, Ghost Files is coming back. They just dropped the season 2 trailer. I still have to catch up on season 1. I'm really bad at keeping up with weekly releases. The last time I was able to keep up with a weekly release, it was Buddy Daddies. And that didn't turn out amazingly. Oh right, the Maui sleeping video. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, so like, Maui has like such great yandere potential. He literally watches people sleep. He lives in the vents. Like, he's always watching. He's Phantom of the Opera for idols. He's such a good yandere. Fake Canadian girlfriend? I don't know how I would fake that. I'm literally Canadian. Falcon Companion debates Nuka-Cola versus Sunset Sarsaparilla. I can't write that. I don't know enough about Fallout. Phantom of the Opera as a yandere? As a yandere? Come on. The Phantom of the Opera is already a yandere. Have you seen the musical? Have you read the book? I haven't read the book, but I've seen the musical. That guy's like a professional yandere. But you know what? I'm gonna do a Phantom of the Opera parody. That sounds fun. Like, scroll down, please. Western Showdown. Oh yeah. What? Why'd I write Shadow? Oh my god. I could be Shadow the Hedgehog. Obey Me ASMR? I mean, I definitely could, but like, who would I play? There's maybe... You know what? I'm good at acting greedy. Because I am so very greedy. Just give myself a bit of space there, yeah. Hedgehog roleplay. I don't even know what I do. A siren. Oh, that's right. Sirens. You know what? When it comes to a siren, you don't even have to sing. You just have to, like, put an echo on your voice and just be like, yeah, that's fine. Canadian Rent-A-Girlfriend? What, is that like a spin on the whole, like, you wouldn't know her, she's in Canada thing? A Siren X Banshee. I'd have to do some research about banshees, but that could work. I heard of the manga Berserk. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a bit too dark for me, I'll be quite honest. Bear Girl steals your honey. That's funny. Ghost of X's Past? Come on, that's a movie. Cursed Listener. I kind of have one too close to that I'm working on. It's the idea, like, it's sort of like a curse, but like, a friendly witch makes you human, you know? Pharaoh X Royal Advisor Listener. I did it for the meme. I'm gonna try to stay away from that because, you know, I'm not Egyptian. If they tried to make me play an Egyptian in a movie, I would get canceled so fast. It's a Wonderful Life. Huh. I guess that could work. It's a wonderful life. Inspired. I mean, I guess that's like a little bit complicated and would have to assume a lot of things about the listener. One of those Canadian pharaohs. Oh, it's like that one lady who pretends she's the Queen of Canada. Whatever happened to her? Did she die? God, I hope so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would be the girlfriend that pretends to be in Canada. I don't know. A shy Neko follows you home. Great, my watch is telling me it's like I have to do 250 steps every hour. I've already hit 10,000 today, so pass. Anyway, a shy Neko. Shy Neko follows you home. Escaping the back rooms with your GF. I'm avoiding the back rooms entirely. Yandere X Yandere. Oh, thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $5. Wolf Girl X Dog Listener. Huh. That might be a little bit complicated. Whoa.
Has this been done before, Wolf Girl X Dog / Immuni Listener? Basically, the listener is house trained and is teaching the newly adopted Wolf Girl.
Yandere accidentally kidnaps a crazier Yandere. I don't know, just I'm not super great at writing Yandere, so like I feel like I get really stagnant with them. There's only so many different ways you can tie up somebody to a chair in the basement. That one's good. GF comforts you after getting trolled on the internet. Trolled how? Like, sharks are smooth trolled, or people being racist trolled? Ghost in the bathtub. Isn't that from The Shining? You're something with an autistic listener? I'll be quite honest, there's a lot of different forms of autism. No matter which way I would write it, somebody would feel excluded by the representation. I don't even know if it's worth it to do. A friend takes you on a date on the GO train. How would you go on a date on the GO train? It's like literally just like a 30-minute train ride. Oh, thank you, Kumateti, for the $5. Eldritch Maid Shoggoth invades your home and hires yourself as your maid. Maid not taking no for an answer. It doesn't have to. Well, that's confusing, but I'll copy that. Oh God, my mouse got stuck on the second screen. That's so cool though, that it could have a second screen and it just works. Oh my God, I got shortened that.
Home and hires herself as your maid. Maid not taking no for an answer but doesn't have to. Slight reality warping.
Vampire hunter is searching for a vicious vampire and ends up finding a fruit bat vampire. Oh yeah, I've done a concept like that before. Well, it was based on mosquitoes, kind of. The idea that like like only female vampires drink blood, but the male vampires drink juice. I do like the idea of a fruit bat vampire though. That sounds fun. I won't get to it right away, just in case, like, you're writing your thing, Max. Trying to properly manage time with your Hive Mind GF. Well, I guess I could write a follow-up to that, Hive Mind series I did. Should I just put on the playlist? You know what? I feel like I should just like make it one big video. Did I make a compilation video for that and just like label it as a Hive Mind? But then that's spoilers for the end of the story. I thought it was so clever. I am so clever. That was a great story. Fae girl steals your name and flirts with you. You can't steal a listener's name, because I don't know what it is. Bunyip Speaker. Mershark. Did I could have sworn I wrote a Mershark. Symbiote. Symbiote. Demogorgon. What's a Demogorgon? Thank you, Robin. The foreshadowing in the thumbnails. I don't even know if that picker exists anymore. Maybe I just put like all the pictures into the thumbnail and maybe people will get the idea. For like the big compilation. Any older videos you wish you did a follow-up to? I'm still trying to do like a complete remake of the Necromancer series, the Clumsy Necromancer series. Half the pickers that I used for it don't exist anymore, though. Oh, thank you, Kumateti, for the $5. Hey, how come the donations aren't popping up, or are they? Shoulder rub and other toxic TLC. Listener is very afraid of the listen. Okay, well, I get that. I can work with that. Earth-chan. She's living on Earth, but she's the embodiment of the Earth. Oh my god, that's just Italia, but bigger.
Shoulder rub and other toxic.
Alright, goodbye, the gentleman.
Listener is very afraid.
Sorry if I'm slow reading chat. You guys are really fast. Like, you'd think I'd be better at it because, like, you know, I'm like, I have a second screen for it, you know. Superhero GF helping you make your super suit. Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna copy that. Yay! Once again, the internet reinvents Italia. It's happened like at least 5 times. You got Scandinavia in the world, country humans. That's basically what like the planet chans are. Neighbor's closet demon needs a place to stay because of renovation. GF accidentally mugs their partner. I don't know. Maid secretly loves his master? So like a femboy maid? I'd have to get real to do that one. I mean, I guess I haven't played a maid in a while. We do have the Eldritch Maid, but what about, like, just like a regular maid falls in love with you? That's a classic story. The maid falls in love with the master, you know. Sorry, I bumped the mic. I should get, like, a better stand for this thing. Squid Game, I never saw it. That fandom came and who went. I thank you, Kumateti, for the $5.
Carries you around bridal style. Listener is her BF now 'cause she said
Yonder is
so
superhero.
Battleships with no F.
Okay, but like, why aren't the things popping up? Why are my donations popping up? What happened? Like, I'm not seeing them pop up at the top there. I guess they're broken. I have to sign into Streamlabs again. That's annoying. They are popping up on screen. Then how come I don't hear them? Did desktop get muted? What's going on? Oh no, I'm on the wrong headphones. Oh. It was set to MSI. I don't know how that happened. Oof. Right, because I had to unplug it and switch the HDMI cables around. Oof. Good lord, that was scary. Yeah, sorry about that. I might be an idiot. Anyway, was that Yandere superhero carries you around, bridal style, listeners in RBF? Okay, well, I'll simplify it as a Yandere superhero girlfriend. That's easy. Yandere superhero girlfriend. You know, I'm following a few people that were big fans of The Boys, and there's like a Superman analog that's evil, and people were writing Yandere stuff with him, so. Goddess destroys her mistake, the earth of humanity. That's a bit too dark. Nerd Girl installs a bunch of mods for your game. I do like the idea of mods. Not sure about the virus, though. We need... I would learn how to 3D model just so I could like mod Mayoi's outfits onto Lies of P. I want to see him in the Sanrio collab outfit fucking immediately. I never know what to commission artists. But if I was gonna commission an artist anything, it would definitely be Pinocchio in one of Mayoi's outfits. Girlfriend gets a job at Big Top Burger. I don't think I could pull that off, to be quite honest. Doomsday Prepper GF. I've already done a Doomsday Prepper and it didn't really work out. Tsundere Grim Reaper X Immortal. Oh yeah. Man. I'm just remembering that, like, Sims patch notes. With the Grim Reaper. Airfree do Half-Life lore. I'm not just gonna read the wiki. Although that would be in tune with HLVRAI. I can't believe how much they're reselling Benry plushies for. Would have killed for a Bubby plushie, but they only did Benry because he was the most popular. Girlfriend becomes stuck in 2016 mentality. What does that mean? Is she just going to be talking about, oh my god, every celebrity is dying this year? That's all I remember about 2016. And, you know, the beginning of the end. Children will not be allowed to leave class and will always die. Listener meeting with the girl they meet on the internet. I kind of already did one like that. FNAF parody, security guard ex animatronic listener. You know, that was a lot easier to pull off before they started giving all them animatronics voice actors. Like, I'm sure back in, like, 2015, it was really easy to make a video where you pretend to be, like, Chica or Foxy or whatever. But now, all those hoes have voices. They all have canon voices. Not a girlfriend request? Well, it's kind of the name of the game. Rescuing you from a crane machine. Oh, that's fun. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $5. Oh, there it is. I can finally hear it now.
Right, I'll bite. Here's another one.
Is that
from
too
my
loud?
list of ideas. Oh, parallel worlds apart, you lover ex-listener.
I'll mark it down, but I don't know what I could do with it. Parallel worlds apart. AU lover. Like, are you talking like in canon, like, is it like meant to be like a fanfic thing where like in canon these two people aren't together, but like in the AU they are? Okay. Cooking for your two-headed wife. I don't like trying to do different voices. Okay, goodbye, Peking. GF commits tax evasion. See, I don't know enough about taxes to commit tax evasion. Like, I was literally just at a bank, like, yesterday about some sort of account thing that has a higher interest rate, and it sucked. It sucked so bad. I didn't understand anything they were talking about. It was all about stocks and shit. The dude that we were talking to had, like, the worst 3-monitor setup in the world. It was terrible. I hate banking. Drawing a summoning circle for a demon that isn't supposed to have one. I don't know if it... That's... Oh, thank you, Drafted, for being a real faker for 15 months.
Whoa.
I feel like I do too many demons. Oh, thank you, Kuma Teddy, for the $5. World where girls are 3 times bigger than guys. College classmate claims you before anyone else does. It's how the world works. That's bizarrely specific, but I'll write it down. That's how the world works. That's a lot to write down. My God. It's how the world works. It's like a mini giantess thing. Okay. Immortal girl meets you at the end of time. That'd be like that one Exerbia video with the bear and the duck. Depressing. There it is.
World where girls are 3 times bigger than guys. College class.
I didn't see Spider-Verse. I can't do Spider-Verse.
Else does. It's how the world works.
Seeing more Doctor Who. I haven't seen Doctor Who. The only Doctor Who I've seen is that episode where I think the moon hatches into a dragon, and then the dragon lays an egg off screen that is identical to the moon. Why did they do that? That's like the worst episode ever. Yeah, it looked like the worst episode ever. Like, literally, they just show, like, the perspective from Earth, like, the dragon flying away as there's another moon. They're like, oh, it laid a second moon. Neko begs for attention, then ignores you. Yeah, that sounds about right. BF and GF and the Subspace Emissary. Is that the Smash Bros thing? I haven't finished watching the fan dub yet. I didn't finish playing. It was really hard. Yakuza wife. I don't know enough about Japan. Neko listener gets adopted as owner's child after Neko ownership becomes illegal. I mean, sure. But man, the legalities. Dragout really giving me a Kaoru BF audio. But you know, there is an English dub of the OnStars anime. I can't say I recommend it, but you might get an English version of him there. I'm afraid I don't know enough about his character, but I can write it down. I'll mark down Kaoru. Alright, goodbye, Gaming Devil. Canadian astronaut girlfriend on the moon mission. Okay, but why does she have to be specifically Canadian? I know I'm Canadian, but like, I'm not putting that in the title. Like, I'm just on the moon mission. Is the CSA gonna like get us to the moon? I doubt it. You buy a pixel winter fox. You take the moon and you take the sun. You take everything that seems like fun. You stir it all up and then you're done. Yuji Sakeona? I don't think I can do that. I know all my thumbnails are of anime girls, but I'm not actually Japanese. You turn into a stuffed animal slash plushie. I'm not into that, to be quite honest. Hypnotist friend accidentally makes you yandere for her. Eh. Like Chato's one collective brain cells? Two, actually. One for yanderes, one for giantesses. Good Omens parody, still haven't seen it. And considering the reaction to season 2, I might want to wait. Thank you, Jacob ZV, for the $2. Well, Maiwi's already on the list. He's gonna watch you sleep. I mean, making a femme Maiwi pit crew is really not that hard. Like, literally, it's just like long purple hair, shark teeth. Not even difficult. Thank you, Brennan Porter, for the $5.
You know the character.
AU Lover ex-listener. The lover travels to alternate universe to meet their lover after the one in their world dies. Oh, yeah, I can do that. That seems pretty doable, but also heartbreaking.
To alternate universe to meet their lover after the one in their world dies.
Erlen, I like the idea. Not necessarily on a plane ride, but, you know, it could be on a plane ride. I'm not sure. Listener falls asleep. A sheep. On speaker's shoulder. You suggest not safe for work script ideas? Sure. I can't guarantee I'll get to them in any reasonable amount of time, though. Edgy crow girl? Ooh. I haven't seen The Crow, though, so we just have to deal with that. Wow. Yeah, Max, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if I'm allowed to write that down, though. I'll just write Cat Girl wakes you up. Just put the NS at the end. That's how I label these. Yo, Ambiguous, what's up? Teaching the listener how to fly. Oh my god, okay. I'll write it down. I finally read through the Mammon card that comes, that's like, it's in the default gacha pool in Obey Me. And it finally reveals so much lore, like, I can't believe they left this in a card that you might not even be able to get because it's gacha. Like, it's the card that explains how the wings work in Obey Me, because you never see, half of the characters have wings. You never see them flying with the wings, ever. They never mention them flying with the wings or anything. Then you get to this Mammon card, and he's telling us, like, to wash his car, and we're like, why? You can fly. And he's like, yeah, but flying is so old-fashioned. That's the reason why you never see any of the characters flying, because it's lame. It's lame. And then they also reveal that the reason why all of their angel forms, except Lucifer, don't have wings is because angels can hide their wings, and keeping them out is, like, considered very formal regalia. And that's why Lucifer always had his out, because he was fancy and prideful. I can't believe they left that bit of lore to a card. I can't even believe it. Oh, thank you, Elsie Playset, for the $10. Alien wakes up in Area 51. Ooh. I'll mark that down. Sorry, I just missed a ton of suggestions because I was talking about how much Obey Me pisses me off.
Alien listener wakes up in Area 51 and is being questioned. I'd if you did something like this already.
I don't know. Maybe. It doesn't matter. Speaker has discovered their superpower. Okay. I could do that. If I could just get my mouse over here.
You're a real faker? That's so cool.
Shorten that down. Thank you, Mingles, for being a real faker for 28 months. Damn. Free to do the Tooth Goblin one? Okay. Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Diva teaches you how to pilot a mech. I have never played Overwatch in my life. And even when I was, like, a little bit invested in the character designs, Diva was not one of them. I was there for the dude that looks like a robot, and the dude who looks like a robot, and the dude with his hair on fire. I don't know any of their names. Right, goodbye, Max. Have fun hanging out with your GF. You lucky so-and-so. Soldier 76? I don't think so. Which one's that? Audio where the listener is a monster boy or a demon boy. I feel like I've done too many where the listener is a demon. Death asks you out for a dinner. I don't know if I could do anything with that. Friend is shocked at celebrities being Canadian. Oh my god, every time I tell somebody that Keanu Reeves is Canadian, they never believe me. Girlfriend tries to stop Neko listener from chasing the red dot. 'Cause it's a sniper. You know what? I'll just put Neko listener red dot. We can work around with this. Bailing your magpie girlfriend.
Real faker? That's so cool.
Thank you, TJ Tharp, for being a real faker for 14 months. Yes, I'm glad you like the Gorgon audio. You know, I've been putting off making a Gorgon audio for years because, like, there's just, like, no pickers for it, but there finally is. Anyway, that's hilarious. Ambiguous, that's awesome. Do magpies really steal jewelry? Magpies when mag cakes walk in. They collect shiny shit for their nests. Wow, bougie ass birds. Yandere GF explains what a yandere is. You know what? Sure. You know, maybe I should just make the week that I'm off when Lies of P comes out just yandere week. It's apparently what the people crave. Werewolf BF. I don't know if I could write that for the listener. Well, maybe. I don't know. Neko girlfriend under catnip. I've never owned a cat. I don't know what catnip does. I can't help you there. Listener being interviewed to join a D&D party. I don't know what that's like at all. Yeah, stalking your crush's favorite mobile game. I feel like that's too complicated. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $5. Cooter AGF is not putting up with the Tsundere listeners' BS.
That's so cool.
Well, I guess. I'm not really good at writing serious characters, though. Thank you, Starhope889, for being a real faker for 2 months.
Random one. Kudir GF is not putting up with the Tsundere listener bees.
God.
Or maybe Yarn the listener.
The text-to-speech is struggling. Supervillain helps a superhero with love problems. You know what? That sounds like it works for me. Listener's not going to be in Rush Hour 3? Is there a Rush Hour 3? Canadian girl guides you for surviving Canada. It's literally the same as any other English-speaking country. Like, whatever. If you have a fun accent, people will be like, oh, your accent is so fun. That's it. Gender bend Lies of P parody audio. I guess. Well, I could play that. Who is it? I don't know her name. She's like the blue fairy, right? She's got blue hair. I couldn't be P, though. He doesn't talk. Although, it is canon to the story that there's, like, a play about... That's basically Pinocchio, but gender bent, so I could be that. Oh my god, ambiguous. Yes, the shitty Goncharov knockoff. That is so fucking forced. That's one of the worst things about it. Like, they were like, hey, let's tell people about whatever, Zapatha or whatever it's called. That was such shit. And they tried to claim Goncharov. They're like, yeah, it was popular because it started on TikTok. No, it didn't. It started on Tumblr with a picture of the Goncharov boots, okay? They can't claim that. They can't even claim that. It sucks. They have no idea how to do collaborative, like, improv. They're just like, all it boils down to is commenting, hey, you look like this actor from Zapatha. It's just, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, Goncharov was, like, so inventive it literally came up with fake queer baiting. They want what we have so bad. TikTok will never get to be Tumblr. Never. Of course, if things keep getting worse, then Tumblr will try to be TikTok, which is just as bad. Yeah. Goncharov, like, it was a force in nature. It was just, like, creativity, and there was, like, repeating plot points. Everyone was like, yeah, the clock motif, the bridge scene, Ice Pick Joe. Like, they all came together to make a fake movie based around these things. Nobody's doing that on TikTok. It's too spread out. Moving into your girlfriend's house, but she's a witch. Yeah, okay. I'm missing a lot. I don't have a chance to rant about things because I'm missing ideas. Her GF is Cupid. You get hit by one of her arrows and you fall in love with her. I think I heard her not safe for work audio like that once. Oh, Tumblr Live's the fucking worst. I hate it so much. They're like, yeah, we've banned porn from the platform. Not according to Tumblr Live, you haven't. And, like, I get it. Like, you don't want to report them, like, they're just like, it's just like, these are independent sex workers, like, don't report them. And I'm just like, that's great. I didn't ask to see that, though. And they're not, okay? They're just spam bots advertising different porn sites. I don't believe that those are real people. I look at the people in those thumbnails and I'm like, those people have never been on Tumblr in their lives. Never. Girlfriend rants about the FNAF timeline. I don't know enough about it. I know I sound like I know a lot about FNAF, but I kind of really don't. Thank you, Jacob CV, for the $2. Miley goes to a grocery store, Fonzo or produce. Maya, we would never go to a grocery store. That's way too public. I don't mean to disappoint, but I could have him going crazy over some grapes. He likes grapes.
Maya goes to a grocery store, fawns over produce.
A potion merchant who's just completely done with their customers. Oh my god, yes.
You're a real faker? That's so cool.
Thank you, Ambiguous, for being a real faker for 13 months. Lucky number 13. But, okay, but you gotta do a reference to the potion seller video. Potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I need your strongest potions. You cannot handle my strongest potions, traveler. Thank you, White Wolf, for being White Wolf 92 for being a real faker for 5 months.
That's so
Oh, I see, a career swap. Yeah, I could write that. Yeah, Hundo P, you gotta reference potion seller. Drunk fake ASMR? I guess drunk ASMR. A drunk girl. I don't know. I've never been drunk, so I have no frame of reference for that. First time for everything. I'm not getting drunk just to... Well, you know what? Everybody says that, like, hey, alcohol, it's a bad idea to do it a lot, but every, like, once in a while, if you just, like, take a few sips to, like, loosen yourself up, writing becomes a lot easier. And I'm just like, that sounds like a bad idea. I could take a few drinks for the typing. I don't know. It's a bad idea all around. What, you don't want to see me stream drunk? You probably don't. It'd be even more boring than usual. Canadian Valley Girl girlfriend? What valley? Drunk collab stream. Yeah, well, you know what? You're 5 hours ahead of me. You're the 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock where you are. Well, actually, it's like pretty late where you are. But not that late. Your soon-to ex is your doctor. I know nothing about the medical system. I just know I went to a hospital once when I had COVID and it was terrible. They couldn't get the needle in my veins for shit. It sucked. Anyone seen the cartoon Phineas and Ferb? Who hasn't seen Phineas and Ferb? You do all the work for your neat GF. I don't know. I don't like to make the listener do all the work. Sentient book rants about how they've been treated. Oh yeah. It's like, you believe this? Somebody dog-eared one of my pages. What the fuck? Seen Johnny Test? Who hasn't seen Johnny Test? Yeah, I know it's willingly do all the work. I don't really want to write that. Furby girl. No, illegal. I can't. Illegal. Shapeshifter surgeon has no idea what humans supposed to look like on the inside. I feel like I should leave that to you. You're the master of the gut sound effects. Isn't that's like a Magnus Archives episode. I'm pretty sure, well, they're medical students, but you know, that bit with like them like rearranging their bones and like with the heartbeat and everything, that was fucked up. That was a really fucked up episode. That'd be the thing you're known for. Well, I'm sorry, you're just a really good gut sounds. Listener lose a bet, puts on the maid outfit. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna write that down, but I get it. Shapeshifter has a panic attack with not knowing what they originally look like. Who am I? What am I? I'm sorry if the text is getting cut off at the edge of the screen. Just whatever. I had to fit it somehow. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $10. F for F, both you and your crush get hired as maids.
Another random one. F for F, both you and your crush get hired as maids.
I'll just put down F for F maids.
Both work as maids. Or maybe listener gets hired at crush's maid cafe. Like I'm just spewing nonsense.
Yandere homeowner. I mean, most of my yanderes are homeowners because really, where else are you gonna keep somebody but like in a house with a basement? Fantastic Voyage? I don't know what that is. Canadian girl moves to San Fernando Valley and becomes a valley girl. I don't know. Andre, I kind of already did that. Sleep over with your elf girlfriend in D&D. Elves don't sleep. Well, there's still work. You know what? For all the things that like popular media rips off from D&D, I've never seen one where elves don't sleep. Gender swap Geppetto fixes you, P listener. What's the female version of Geppetto? I'll copy it, but like, you know, they did do I think a gender swap on one of the characters from the book, but what's the femme version of Geppetto? Geppetta? Or the world is upside down. I guess. Just get a bunch of Australia jokes in the comments. She's trans. Who is Geppetta? Geppetta, believe it. Date bio. Spelunker girl finds Lernian Hydra. That sounds a bit complicated. GF is a stand user. I don't understand how stands work well enough. Red panda girl steals fruit. I do love red pandas, but I don't know how that'd be different from like any other animal. Also, don't red pandas also eat bamboo? Or am I wrong? Neat GF wins lottery. I don't know. Giving a slime a bath? Isn't that murder? Yandere president. I don't know anything about politics. Ooh. Human listener cleans dragon. No. Dragon. Imagine slime in all their forms, sort of. I don't know. Slimes are kind of hard to write. Solid Snake and Liquid Snake fight over you. Everybody always suggests Solid Snake, and I'm like, yeah, somebody else has to write that. I've never played any of those games. J-Rod, we've had like a million Earth Chan suggestions. I'm not gonna do it. I can't be Earth-chan. Kitsune plays pranks on you. Kitsune-chan ding-dong ditches you. Dangerous life of dating a secret agent. I don't think I can do that. Jeff takes care of shrunken listener as long as she isn't distracted. That sounds disastrous. That could lead to real issues. Her girlfriend is secretly a kaiju. I don't... No. It's not that it's a bad idea, it's just too complicated. Earth is a science project that God Listener made and got a C on. I kind of already did that one. I'm not against retreading it for, like, something else, but... I don't know, I kind of already did that. I mean, and my take on it is, like, the Earth is, like, a planet that the goddess is just, she left in her closet because it was an old school project. You remember everything you've done. What? Impossible. I've only got, like, 700 audios. Adopted into a Lamia village? Ooh. How is the chat still moving so fast? It's kind of hard to read. People think we're on the back of a giant turtle. Isn't that Stephen King? This... I'm not rejecting all the ideas. Look at how many fucking ideas I have. I'm picky, okay? It's Terry Pratchett. Oh, God. Well, I fucked up big time. Who the hell is Mikasa? Who is that? You can't just say a first name, ex-listener, and expect me to know what that is. Attack on Titan. Fuck no. I've seen the abridged parody of that show. That's it. Yeah, Ackerman. Yeah, that's from that show. No. Zelda finds you knocked out in Hyrule Field. I don't know enough about the lore or what Zelda's like. Ooh, that's funny, actually. I'll give you that one, Frugal. That one's funny. You get that one. Jackass Jeff convinced you to do a dangerous stunt. I never really watched that show. Not a video game person, I take it. I'm a gamer, girl. I have 2 monitors. I'm a gamer. I have an Xbox controller that is connected to my computer. I'm gonna play Lies of P when it comes out, okay? I'm a gamer. I was just playing Just Dance 4 today. I just bought a Kinect. Come on. I'm gonna buy Rise of Nightmares. This is Rei Sakuma. Actually, you know what? That was one of like the things I really found interesting about Rei's characterization. Sorry to go on the Buddy Daddies tangent. Is that he's like a huge gamer. He plays video games all the time. But compared to Kazuki, he's the more technologically inept one. Like, he didn't realize that Kazuki had tracking on his phone. And Kazuki's the one with the multi-monitor setup for their jobs. So, like, Ray's a console peasant, and he plays mobile games, and Kazuki's the one who really knows what's going on with technology. Don't put question marks in chat. I've talked about buddy daddies before. I can't be stopped. Girlfriend keeps trying to convince you to play Obey Me. I'd never do that. It's a bad game. JF refuses to sleep. Okay. Yeah, Ambiguous knows what I'm talking about. Why don't you guys watch an anime that doesn't have girls in it? Well, it does have a girl in it, but not a teenage girl. And there's like a woman in it, but it doesn't really work out for her. I don't know, it has a lot of problems, but it was very promising at the start. Letting a Neko out or in. Oh my god, it's all a ploy to get a key. You know, like... They're like kind of immature, so they're like, I don't know if I can trust you with a key to this house. It's like, you know, if you gave me a key to this house, then I could just come and go like in and out whenever I wanted and you wouldn't have to get up. I don't hate women. I love women. I'm just saying they got... I will tell you straight up, women treated like shit in the Buddy Daddies anime. Well, I say anime. There's only the anime and audio dramas, I guess. Like, literally, I don't even want to explain it 'cause spoilers, but, like, they treated that woman like shit. It's just like... I can't even tell you how fucked up it is what they did to her. Like... no, I can't say it. I can't say it. Stuck in an elevator with a frustrated angel. They're pissed because they could literally have flown. Yeah, but according to Obey Me, flying is really lame. They made her play Forspoken. I don't know enough about that game. Get more kudere speakers. I'm not against acting as a kudere. I just don't know how to write them. I really don't know how to write a kudere. Like, isn't the whole point of, like, a kudere that they're bland? We already have Kitsune Girl written down. Listener begs vampire best friend to bite them. I feel like I've done this. Ooh. I like that idea. I'm just gonna write down Drider seamstress girlfriend. Kawaii. Zombie Girl X Plant listener. I've never played Plants vs. Zombies. One cooter you submitted was not popular. Huh. I don't know which one that was, but I believe you. Oh my god, Anna. We're not doing anything about Germany. I can't speak that fucking language. I'm not even gonna try. A Lamia librarian, really? Huh. I guess I didn't notice. Padawan confessing to her Jedi Master. I don't know enough about Star Wars. I really don't. I don't know how the Padawan system works. I know that they're not allowed to fall in love or fuck. I don't. The Jedi Order is stupid. It's talking your GF Clash of Clans village. Who the fuck plays Clash of Clans? Okay, you know what, Ambiguous? That's pretty good. I don't know if it would actually help, though. I mean, I figured they could just, like, feel what's going on with their body regardless of where the head is, but I vibe. That's allowed. Clash of Clans is dead. Oh, they killed it? Finally. Make up a password with the word potato. I don't get it. D-Class summons the Scarlet King. Don't know enough about SCP lore, and I'm not looking into that. Too complicated. Too many different people writing too many different stories. Echo speaker scolds the listener because they finally figured out the automatic laser pointer mover. Huh. I'll have to think about that one. I don't really know how that would work. They make automatic ones of those? Don't worry if you can't see the edge of the text. Or girlfriend carries you home after gym session. Oh my god. That's me today. Literally me trying to play, like... So, like, Just Dance has, like, an exercise mode where they're just, like, sweat it out for, like... The options for, like, the times you can choose are 10 minutes and 25 minutes. That's either too little or too long. Make it 15. Make it easy on me. Make it so it randomly moves the laser using a mirror. Oh. Is ASMR art? Well, not the way I make it. A praying mantis? I don't know. I don't really feel like researching bugs. Damn, really? I mean, I guess considering H.R. Geiger's designs, that doesn't really surprise me that he did that. I mean, good for him. Oh, God, right? Like, seriously, any amount of exercise that does not involve, like, holding my phone, I'm just like, why am I doing this? A friend tries to discover a cure for your zombie infection. I don't know. I'll write it down. But it would probably be F for A. I don't know why, but I have a hard time gendering the listener. Venom girl confesses to you. I don't really understand how that works. Alright, goodbye, Elsie. Living in a haunted house with your girlfriend? Oh, that's right. I gotta write the next part of the Ghost Girl script. Oh my god. Ghost listener girl. Oh. You're about to get into a love triangle with another ghost. We're not doing a size thing quest, okay? Asking out an Essex girl? What? What? Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $5. Robot X Homunculi listener. Well, I'll write it down, but I don't know enough about homunculi to, like, think that I'd be able to write anything good for that. If they're made by the same person, doesn't that mean they're, like, technically related? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm literally in the Obey Me fan, and we have this argument 3 times a day. Stuck on a raft with a vampire.
I'm going to end up writing half of these.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong page.
Face, random idea. Robotics homunculi listener. Both made by the same person. Except one is organic.
You're an Essex boy. Well, I think that it's just, like, they want a specific accent. I can't do that. I can't do a British accent. Trapped in girlfriend's favorite game. I don't know. You killed your Essex accent? Wow, you can do that? Dating sim GF gets annoyed at MC's bland responses. I don't know. Ugh, my arms hurt. The pain. The suffering. Watched too much Total Biscuit and just adopted it. Oh, he lives on through you. Bass player GF. I mean, I can appreciate the bass guitar is difficult, but I don't know anything about the guitar. Have I done reverse comfort? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of reverse comfort. I never know what to say. Forgetful girl. I don't know if I could make that into a full script. I'm sure we have a reverse comfort in here somewhere. I feel like we wrote that. I don't remember writing any of these. AVG and ASMR, I literally have done that like twice. Maybe 3 times. All right. Helping your GF with her first werewolf trans. Yeah, fine. That's a reverse comfort. We have one. Don't worry about it. Interview with a Vampire. I've never seen that movie. A siren and a chef. Wow. That's specific. Wait. Is the siren and the chef thing like that bit in The Little Mermaid where that chef is just trying to, like, eat Sebastian the crab? I don't know, does the siren have, like, a fishtail? Yonder genie tricks you by somehow wishing for you to join her. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to write that. Reverse sirenade. What does that mean? Like if the siren sings, it makes you fuck off. Like it makes you go away. The song of makes you go away. Wouldn't that make her a Nereus? Okay, I'm take a break here. We'll just go watch the trailer, yeah. She's a fish head instead of a tail. That's just a reverse mermaid. Oh, yo, this is animated. I'm watching it. It's like The Shape of Water, but with a chef. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, never mind. It's nothing like The Shape of Water. That's really fucked up. There's a lot of gore in this. Uh-oh. What language is that? Studio heartbreak. Oh, this isn't gonna go well. Uh-oh. There's a lot of gore in there. I don't know, man. Like, is the idea that, like, she's fallen in love with a fish, so she shouldn't be okay with chopping up fish for meals? Anytime I've ever, like, heard that argument, I'm just like, fish eat other fish. Hang out with your platonic succubus friend. I can do that. They're meant to be like a hallucination. What, like the fish person? Oh, so she's just crazy. Crazy and gay. Tale as old as time. Yandere Hydra. I can't do that many voices. GF buys the simulation you move into. Yeah, fuck it. I don't really know how that would work, but it's on the list. Oh, thank you, Gavin Straface, for the $5. Any tips for writing audio roleplay scripts? I don't, well, I think I'm not really all that good at giving advice like this. Yes, ambiguous has the point there. never write listener dialogue. Maybe you could like vaguely say like give an idea of what listener Chan could be saying, like be like reacts in surprise or something like that. But there have been a few scripts that I've read where people are just like straight up writing out what the listener is doing, and you don't really have to do that. Also, don't have the listener do too many complex actions. Don't do too many complex actions in general, because, obviously it's very hard to do, like, stuff like action scenes or whatever in an audio medium. But, yeah, you really don't want the listener to be doing, like, anything, like, really spectacular, because then you just have the speaker reacting to it and it sounds a little bit weird. People write listener dialogue. I've seen it. I guess the idea is just like what the listener is saying is implied by whatever the speaker is saying, Aside from that, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, I guess it just depends on who you're writing for. I just write all of I don't even use like a script format. I just write it all out in like a Google Doc, and then that's what I do. I've seen so many scripts where it's just so visual dependent. Yeah. It's like at a certain point, it's just like the speaker might as well be narrating what's happening. That's how visual oriented it is. Hydra listener holds speaker for ransom. I cannot do that. I cannot do a Hydra. Listener asking for advice about how to get a girl, but it's you. I don't know anything about romance. I can't help you there. Yandere Lamia turns you into a Lamia. Too specific, I gotta be honest. I'd written some fight scene with a monster or something. Yeah, literally. Sometimes, like, things get so complicated, I'm just like, I can't do this, right? At that point, you're more hiring me to be an audio engineer than a voice actor. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $10. You write it like a conversation. Well, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm writing them. I just don't write down the listener dialogue.
Okay. Chat.
Like, if the listener does something that makes a noise, you put down a sound effect, but other than that, you don't have to worry about them.
It's supposed to be a blank slate, but instead they got as much character as D speaker.
Try to keep it as simple and talkative as possible. Yeah, typically. Like, you can describe, like, your characters doing actions, but it's important to understand that, like, an audio-only medium is, like, inherently limiting. They do audio dramas a lot for anime, and, like, yeah, it's impressive how much mileage they get out of them when, like, really, like, there's not much you can do. They do audio drama, like short audio dramas for Obey Me, and every time a character does something, another character has to literally say out loud, "Oh my god, that guy's doing that." Because there's no visuals, right? Asking a tomboy mechanic. Can't, I know nothing about cars. GF hates the meme you make and calls you cringe. I could never do that. That's too much. It's like, that's basically like putting a snuff film out for my listeners. Viking girl invades your house. I know nothing about Vikings. I know I can, like... Oh, come on, that was funny, Kishi. That was funny. What was I gonna say? I know I can do research for these things, but it's just like, how much research am I willing to do? Fast-talking lawyer, know nothing about the legal system. And I mean, like, that's another thing where, like, the amount of research that I would take to understand how being a lawyer works, I can't do it. Summoning a sloth demon? I mean, I guess. Might be a bit slow, though. Not funny, you're gonna unsub. Okay, bye. You already get comments like, don't insult the listener. Oh my god, that guy was ridiculous. He's just like, don't insult the listener. We're not here for that. And I'm like, where have you been, dude? It's like one of those things where I'm like that close to blocking someone because they're annoying, but like, really? It's like, yeah, fine, criticism, whatever, but I'm just like, really? Really? Demon Girl makes a meaningless deal with you to fill a quota. OMG, that's such a good idea. Summoning a ghost from a haunted diary, I can't. That happened in Harry Potter. Please don't insult us, berate us, or belittle us. Is that what my tsundere audios don't do as well? Jeff finds out you ask weird stuff on Reddit. Those people are just, like, trolling for attention. There are people that, like, deliberately ask, like, shitty and obtrusive questions just to, like, cause a stir and get attention. Okay? Yandere Grim Reaper. I'm gonna pass. Soviet military girlfriend. We're not doing the Soviets again. Oh my god. You think I can't pronounce German words? I can't pronounce Russian words either. Good lord. Tsundere is a superior dere. Yandere isn't even in the top 3. Really? Because I thought that's what, like, the top 3 was. Dere, tsundere, and yandere. Not in that order. But those are the ones people know about. And then you get into, like, really obscure ones, like Hime dere and shit. Like, it's... You don't even want to go there, because then you're just going to get a bunch of comments that are like, hey, what does that mean? Actually, speaking of asking what something means, there's another experimental in beta thing that's applied automatically to every upload that I can't default turn off. I have to click it off every time. It's a new thing called context. And it's basically like a thing that will add an explanation to your description automatically if you mention a concept that the audience may be unfamiliar with or doesn't understand. And I'm like, 1, that's insane. 2, what? What? What do you mean it's going to add an explanation to the description? If there is a concept that people are unfamiliar with, I'll probably explain it myself. This is such a stupid feature, and it turns on automatically. I have to click it off every time. Why did they add that? And why isn't there a setting where I can set it to default off? It's just like with automatic places. Like, Who cares if I mention a place in a video? Why do you need to, like, link to a Google Maps of it? Like, why? There's the most useless features. Girlfriend calls you cringe for using the dairy types unironically. I could work with that. I just got done playing Devil May Cry. Ooh, which one? Devil May Cry 5, perhaps, with my favorite boy. Please bring V back in Devil May Cry 6. They're not gonna bring him back. I know they're not gonna bring him back. Still mad. It's like, yeah, fine. Virgil. But he could be hot, though. They can't bring V back. You could if they were cowards. They could make up some bullshit. I don't care. I don't care how they bring him back. Literally, like... He could appear on, like, Virgil's shoulder as, like, on one shoulder is V, on the other side is Urizen, and they're like the angel and the devil, like, guiding his conscience. I don't care, just bring him back. Yandere girl hunts you down after you escape. Yeah, sure. Rather than building Virgil's monologue into a one-off spin-off where it's literally what would have happened if Dante and Virgil's positions switched. Oh yeah. That would be really interesting, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Do you think Dante would have become an emo sad boy a la original DMC? Girlfriend is alliance, but you're a horde. I don't know what that means, bro. Virgil died at least 2 different times before DMC 5. Great, so they should bring back V. I'll be honest, the only Devil May Cry game I've played is 5. Genderbent Calypso convinces you to enter the Twisted Metal tournament in order to fulfill your wildest dreams. I could play Calypso. He seems like a bit of a shithead. I'm pissed that he wasn't in that TV show. I didn't watch it. I want to see him. He wears a suit and he's got long hair and he's stupid. I want to see him. I watched the cutscene. That guy, he's cool, but he's also stupid and kind of hot. I'm talking about the dude for, what is it, 2013? The PlayStation 3 version. He's like Satan or something, right? I don't know. I could be him. I could be Calypso. You know, the worst part about it is that nobody owns, like, nobody has Paramount Plus, so, like, as if they're gonna make a second season where he's in it. Maybe. I don't know. Still gotta fight the dude that voices Sweet Tooth in the street. He works for Satan. Oh, is that canon? Okay. I gotta watch. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm just gonna watch the cutscenes. Like, I know it didn't work out last time with the friendly neighborhood cutscenes, but I've got it on good authority that there is just a video of Twisted Metal 2013 cutscenes, and we can just watch that. I'm just gonna watch that tomorrow. That sounds like a great time. Want to see the hot dude with long hair. We'll do that. Girlfriend is a minion from Overlord. I don't know what that is. We do not talk about El Donte. That's right, they did call him Donte. That's the part that sucks. I mean, like, everybody saw that he was emo and grunge and edgy and shit, and they were like, that sucks. And the developers were like, you're right, that does suck. But they gave him a completely different personality with a backstory that you would think would make him behave like the edgy, grimdark dude he was in the trailer. DMC was such a bad game. No, I liked the gameplay. You know what? I was unfair. I shouldn't call it a bad game, because I had fun playing it on easy. But the story fucking sucks. It was terrible. It was so bad. Like, what do you, like... I played, I think, the special edition version on PS4, and it was only later that I found out in the original version that Virgil had a fedora. They removed that, probably for a good reason. It was partly Capcom's fault. They sold the 2013 Dante as an asset for third parties to use because it was terrible. Right, I remember seeing that for, like... Somebody saw him in, like, a dental ad? I don't know. Team Ninja wanted to make him the same as Dante. Did they? Because I remember seeing, like, a few videos getting into the nitty-gritty of how they made it. And, like, they had a whole slide that was, like, comparing Dante to Brokeback Mountain, saying he was a gay cowboy, and how they wanted it to not be that. Like... That's a thing that happened. I cannot forget it. They definitely called Dante a gay cowboy, and then they wanted to make their character the opposite of that. Really, that was Capcom's doing. I really thought that, like, the people making the game made that decision. Obvious solution is to make him gayer and more of a cowboy, something that DMC5 fixed. They gave him a cowboy hat, and they made him look really gay. It was impressive. I mean, come on, would you really be surprised if Dante turns out to be gay? He literally hangs out with two hot ladies all the time, and, like, nothing's going on there. Like, if not, it's probably gay. I know, like, Lady X Dante is a big ship, but, like, they're not doing anything. She's not gonna fuck him until she gets her money back. Yeah, Cyrillic language. English only, please. One of the hot ladies is a dead ringer for his mom. Okay, that is fair. But the other one, he literally named her. I don't know. Dante doesn't know what sex is. Virgil knows what sex is. Are we sure Virgil knows what sex is? We know he had sex. I don't believe he knows what it is. Refuse to believe the dude who kicks the shit out of people while eating pizza shirtless isn't gay AF. Yeah, that's fair. This party's getting crazy. Virgil knows what sex is and he hates it. He's like, oh, like, he found out he had a son and he's like, how did that happen? And then, like, he did some research and he's like, oh, that's what happens when you have sex? That sucks. Well, I mean, reportedly, or it's implied, that the girl that he slept with was, like, a religious fanatic, so, like, they didn't have any protection. Virgil has no idea what a condom is. Fem Scout GF TF2 New Merc. Maybe. They do Fem Scout. I'm not against Fem Scout. I remember back in the day there were like alternate voice lines that somebody recorded to be a femme scout. I remember seeing, you know, those like, what are they, SFM videos? You know, the one, you know, they're like Gmod videos. I don't know. I didn't play TF2, no, but I knew about it. I knew it from memes. Virgil thought sex would give him power. Did you see the condom package shaped OnStars merch? Yes, I did. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have an email. Stop emailing me. I'm so very busy. I'm putting my phone on silent. Walking on your yandere friend kidnapping their crush. I don't think I can make it work. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put it down. Whatever. What is Rey Mysterio? Am I supposed to know what that is? Virgil paid attention in sex ed, but the class was an abstinence-only one. Dante didn't pay attention in sex ed, but it was a comprehensive sex ed class. I don't know. Have either of them been to school? Because I feel like they were like, I don't know, maybe 8 years old when the house burned down, and after that, what were they doing? Ray is a masked wrestler. Well, that's none of my business. Underage GF hunts you down after you escape into the woods. Are we sure I didn't write that down? I literally wrote that down. It's right there. Yandere girl hunts you down after you escape. The woods part is irrelevant. We literally just did this. Stop trying to gaslight me. Men and women were not prepared for the Nikki condom. Alien symbiote bullies you into living better. Okay, but Venom would never. You see, I mean, those chicken nuggets? Or whatever happened in Venom 2. I gotta rewatch it. That was such a good movie. Samurai girl fixes your sword. I know nothing about swords. Why don't your GF is a vigilante? We're doing superheroes already. Dryad wants you to remove the treehouse. What is that? Is that like an ent? I could do that. Get this thing out of my head. Spy elf girlfriend, too complicated. It's one of your top rom-coms. Right? Okay, listen. Before that movie came out, I, like the rest of the fandom, was like super concerned because everybody was like, please don't let Eddie get back together with his ex-girlfriend. Let her stay with the doctor who's really nice and everything. And yeah, the movie was just like, yeah, their relationship is complicated, but she does stay with the doctor. That was great. Good decision. Dryads are tree symbiotes? Well, that sounds made up, but I don't know enough about dryads to refute you. Tree nymph. Girl, I don't even know. I'm buying a wig and kebab. No. No. We can't do it. What are you people eating over there? Playing a rage game with a hot-headed GF. It's just AVGN girlfriend again. I can't do it. Convincing the cashier at 7-Eleven to let you rob the place. That wouldn't be hard. I remember reading this story about there was like a convenience store where a guy worked, and if you got shot during a robbery, you get like extra money from insurance. And somebody broke in with a gun, and he's like, "Hey man, just shoot me in the leg, and I can get some money out of this, and you can rob the place, and like, I'll cover for you." And it freaked out the robber so much that they ran away. That sucks. Like, really, you could have gotten some money out of that. But then again, that is pretty risky. Lust, Full Metal Alchemist. I never saw that show. I can't do it. Bird GF walks in. Are you getting chicken? Yeah, sure. But the twist is that she's like, "Oh, sweet, is that chicken? Awesome." And you were like, "Oh, I was kind of like hiding it from you." And she's like, "Why? I thought you might be offended." Well, no, birds eat other birds all the time. Stranded on an alien ocean planet. I don't want to do ocean sound effects. Yorkshire GF takes you down to the coal mines. What is going on over there? Chickens certainly eat chicken. Damn right they do. Tavern coworker and listener closed for the day. I've never worked in a restaurant. Actually, technically I have, but not that kind of restaurant. I'm still holding a grudge. The smell of warm root beer. Hate that. Got a sunburn a couple days ago and it just ended up looking like natural blush. Ooh. Lucky. You should wear sunscreen though. Because you know, the cancer. Okay, well, I can't explain the lore of Skibbity Toilet, so I can't do that. I might be out of touch. But you know what? There are a lot of like big cultural touchstones that I've been out of touch with. Never had an Instagram, never had a Snapchat. It all passed me by. I've never been with it in my life. I like things that are too obscure. I know that makes me sound like a hipster. You're literally a real life vampire and you're allergic to the sun. No. Meanwhile, I'm over here with tan lines that you could like measure with. I don't know. You could level a table with my tan lines. God, ambiguous. The sun's is just not meant for the sun. You need to go hide out in Ireland where the sun never is. Or is it Scotland? I don't know which. Thank you, Brandon Porter, for the $2. Golem listener. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I mean, aren't golems like sacred to like Jewish mythology? I don't know if I can do that. They're big dudes made of rocks. The time I'm comfortable outside is when it's cool enough that I need to cover up. I don't know. There's a very small window of like temperatures I feel comfortable going outside in. Oh, Minecraft.
IDK honestly.
What's a golem in Minecraft? Golem Minecraft. Golem Minecraft. There's a Minecraft. Show me a picture. Whoa, that looks like a Pokemon. I don't think I could play that, to be quite honest. I don't think I have the range. Stuck in Minecraft with your GF. Again, I've never played Minecraft. I can't help you guys with the Minecraft. I don't know enough about Minecraft. Assassins hired to kill each other. That might be kind of hard to do in an audio medium. Jeff explains Ninjago lore. This is assuming that I know anything about Ninjago lore. Up with ARG analog horror ideas with you. Okay, you know what? I got one. Haunted Connect. They're 13 years old now. Well, close to it. At some point, we're gonna start seeing creepypastas that involved Connects. And not just like the dystopian, like, oh, it's a webcam, it's watching you all the time. Remember that was like a big concern that everybody had back when everybody was actually concerned about privacy. You know, they've got fucking Alexas in their house now. They don't even care. But remember back when, like, the Kinect was going to be built into the Xbox One, and that made it more expensive, and everyone was just like, okay, so it's just going to be basically a wiretap in your home at all times. And, like, that made it less popular. These days, people just buy wiretaps for fun. Superhero and villain find out about each other's... I think I already wrote that one down. FBI agent tries to contact you. I can't, I'm not American. Of course, like... Wait until the Kinect was no longer required to buy an Xbox One. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the one connected to my Xbox 360. I turn it around when I'm not using it. I don't want it seeing things it shouldn't see. Like, I don't know. It's fucked up. Monster in your bed tells you to replace your damn creaky mattress. Straight up. Literally, a couple weeks ago when I was on vacation. Vacation in quotes. I was staying in someone else's room and their bed was so creaky. Like, you couldn't move on the bed without it creaking. It was so annoying. Yeah, seriously, you know, that's one of the craziest things, like, just back to wiretaps and all, like, those people that thought, oh, the vaccine's gonna put a chip in you, that it's gonna be like a GPS tracker, and then it'll be used for surveillance, and I'm like, why would they ever need to do that when you're literally carrying a surveillance device in your pocket every day? Everybody owns a smartphone, and some people go even further and own, like, literal wiretaps. Like, you... If you are on the internet in any capacity, you're already being tracked. Just consider yourself lucky that there's too much data for them to ever know what to do with. Yandere wiretaps your home. Yeah, I could do that. There's definitely going to be a line that's like, wow, this Alexa's really easy to break into. Popular girl plays Mario Kart with you. Don't know enough about Mario Kart or being popular. Can't do it. Plague Dr. X listener. That's kind of already on the list. I have a hard time writing that one, to be quite honest. Undead listener has a crush on Necromancer. Can you write that in lowercase so I can copy it? I don't want to copy it in all caps. Which regrets putting a curse on you and offers to remove it. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Archaeologist girlfriend. Don't know enough about archaeology. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security want to know your social media accounts. Well, I guess that's a good idea to just be like, just to make sure you're not like terrorist posting, I guess. Oh yeah, I definitely have an unsecured printer right now. The only thing that's really stopping it from being hacked is that it can't be connected to 5G networks. Or is it 5G networks, like the newer version? Like, I don't know, I have like a regular Wi-Fi and like a better Wi-Fi, and it can't connect to the better Wi-Fi, only the old one. D&D Bard flirts with Dragon Listener. Letter D class. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about doing SCP scripts because I really don't know what's canon. Darkiplier. What is this? 2011? He was around in 2011, right? Because of your Irish ancestry. No. Undead listener has crush on Necromancer. Well, the spelling's kind of fucked up, but thanks. Just gonna rewrite that. Sentient house force you to clean up. I fucking misspelled that. Tax evasion is a crime, Virgil. It's an obligation. I mean, right, everyone's like, yeah, do tax evasion ASMR. I don't even know enough about taxes to know how to properly pay them, let alone evade them. Dad has a lot of gall to complain about foreigners when his dad was an Irish migrant. Oh my god. It's like the staggering hypocrisy. I have the same issue with my mother. I don't want to talk shit on my family, but I'm going to. She fucking hates homeless people so much. It's really becoming like a problem. She sees like a homeless person and she's just like rant, fired, ready to go. Like, but meanwhile, at the same time, she's always like, well, like, why do we have so many like strict immigration policies? We have plenty of room for immigrants, which she's right, we do. But at the same time, there's a lot of cases where immigrants end up becoming homeless because, you know, immigrating is really hard. Like, it's actually so embarrassing. Okay, see you, ambiguous. It's totally nuts. We have a couple of like homeless camps in town, just in random places. And one time she was biking with her friends, and some crazy lady came out of the woods and threw like a cup of coffee from like Tim Hortons at one of her friends. And it was cold coffee, so like it wasn't all that dangerous, but you know, it was still fucked up to do that. But then because like she's a legend at overreacting, she decided, I'm gonna go buy some pepper spray. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not legal in Canada. And she's like, no, it'll be fine, I'll go buy some. And I'm like, okay. And later she's texting me, she's like, okay, so it turns out pepper spray is not legal in Canada. I'm like, yep. And then she's like, but bear spray is. And I'm like, don't. And she's like, but you need to like have a written explanation for why you would need bear spray, like if you're out in the woods a lot. So there's no point in me getting it. It would just be too complicated. And I'm like, yes, it would be. Woman, you don't need to be anywhere near pepper spray. Are you kidding me? Is ridiculous, because I know that if she got anywhere near pepper spray and tried to use it, she would just end up accidentally like getting pepper spray in her eyes, and just it would just be a disaster entirely. Like, my god, we live in a relatively safe town. Just because something fucked up happened once and homeless people happen to be involved, she's just like, all homeless people are drug addicts. And I'm like, no, that's not necessarily true. Like, yes, homelessness and addiction, like, there's a lot of overlap, but once you become homeless, it's really hard to stop being homeless. Like, really hard. Like, how hard is it to get a job without a permanent address? Am I right? Man. Canadian complains about Florida weather. I would complain about Florida weather. The last time I was there, it was fucking freezing. They're like, oh yeah, Florida doesn't have seasons. My ass, I was literally wearing my winter jacket there. GF stops listener from buying dangerous weapons. Oh my god, yeah, actually. Like, you know, like, I'm assuming it's like a fantasy scenario. It's like, yeah, we need a bit of protection when we're on the road in between our quests. And, like, I'm guessing listener Chan is like a mage or some other, like, not like direct combat class. And they're just like, the GF's like, babe, I know the nunchucks look cool, but I kind of get the feeling that if you use them, you're just gonna end up hitting yourself. We all have that friend that insists that having nunchucks would be a good idea. Michelangelo made them look so cool. It's just, you know, every kid watched Ninja Turtles and they were just like, fuck yes, nunchucks. I've also been that person in your teenage years. An owlbear cub? I don't know enough about that. I don't know what that is. Nunchucks were effing huge in the 90s. Yeah, I bet. Babe, put down the butterfly knife, you're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my god, yes, exactly. All those, like, really cool looking weapons, like the knives with the weird twisty blades, like, it's just gonna be me saying over and over again, you're going to get yourself killed. We don't need a bazooka. Yeah, straight up. I feel like she says, like, I feel like brass knuckles are gonna do more damage to your knuckles than the person you're punching. Finding out your GF is a successful VTuber. I don't know. This feels like just like the inverse of your girlfriend finds out you're her favorite streamer. Maybe. I don't know. In England, Mikey had a grappling hook. Right. Because for some reason, the nunchucks were too violent, even though there was a dude with a katana. That was kind of difficult for that show to get away with, right? Because, like, 2 of the turtles are using bladed weapons, but it's not like they can ever stab anybody. That's why everybody in the Foot Clan was robots, right? So that they could actually kill them. VTuber GF, and you're also a VTuber. Fraternizing. Sai aren't usually sharpened. Alright, fine, but it's still a stabbing weapon, right? You can't actually use that in a kid's show unless you're literally fighting robots. 2 of the turtles were absolutely prohibited from using their weapons at any point in the cartoon. Yeah, straight up. I mean, I remember I saw the first episode of the original 80s cartoon, like, as soon as they find out that the Foot Clan are mostly robots, they're like, oh, thank God, we can kill them. Sire, blunt weapons. Then what do you do with it? Do you stab people with it or what? Raphael's size look pretty friggin' sharp to me. Go for the soft tissue, then it wouldn't even be useful for killing a robot. What's the point of it being sharp if it's not sharp? Cringe GF uses slang incorrectly. I don't even know enough slang to use it correctly, so no. Navigating the Infinity Train? Can't. I haven't seen seasons 3 or 4. Or have I? No, I haven't seen season 3. Or however many seasons. I only saw the first 2. I can't do that yet. Haven't figured out the whole mystery. Don't spoil it. Use the back end as much as the front end of the Sai. I can promise you Raphael never used the back end. I guess he just did a lot of kicking. Watch the original cartoon. They literally never make contact with their weapons. Really? I mean, I don't doubt that. That's why I remember when the 2012 series came out, I saw some previews for it where they put a blade on Donatello's, what's it called, a bow staff? I think they put a blade on it that could, like, extend out, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's not like he can use it. It's a kid's cartoon. Alright, goodbye, person with a name I don't know how to pronounce. Have I seen Naruto? Yeah. Not all of Shippuden, though. My favorite character is Rock Lee. He kicks ass. My favorite episode is the one where Rock Lee gets drunk and fights that dude made of bones, and then Gaara has to come save him. That was a few episodes, actually, but it was really great. I'm sure it doesn't surprise you to know that I totally ship them. Also, hey, I heard this could be just like fan art that I misinterpreted. Did Boruto have a time skip? Or was that made up? Also, did we ever find out who Metal Lee's mom is? Please, somebody tell me. And not just the fan theory that it's 1010. Give me the real answer. Boruto is getting a time skip. That sucks. That really sucks. Ah, they did it again. They gave him a scar? Lame. It's just... Ooh, Boruto has a scar now. Ooh. Alright. Eldritch listener is a bit too slow to know he's an Eldritch dude. GF tries convincing him? That sounds confusing. Boruto time skip leaks? Oh my god. Giving it a time skip so that they can have a second chance. A second chance at what? Like... I don't know, man. I got into Naruto, like, just as it was ending. Like, literally, I started following the manga a few weeks before it wrapped up, just so I could see how it ended. And let me tell you, the reactions on Tumblr when chapter 700 dropped, wild. I was mostly in it because I wanted to know if Guy Sensei lived. Like, homeboy opened the gate that's supposed to kill you, and we were like, did that kill him? It didn't. For some reason, it put him in a wheelchair. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, they were able to make a brand new arm for Naruto. Why couldn't they make a brand new foot for Guy? I don't care if it, like, turned to ash. Rock Lee reproduced via budding. I wouldn't be surprised, like, if he just adopted that kid. Because, like, Guy and Lee look almost identical, but they're not related. GF accident kills the listener, finds out listener is immortal. I think I already have something like that in the works. It killed his legs. Oh, okay, just entirely. You know what? I have seen GIFs, though. I was a big fan of these GIFs I've been seeing about apparently in Boruto, or I don't know, some spin-off or whatever, Guy and Kakashi go on vacation together. Just like they have a honeymoon. That was really nice. Lee intentionally styled himself after Guy, so them looking alike is fully the result of him deciding to look like Guy. Okay. Time suddenly stops, only the listener and a random girl can still move. I feel like I did that. They are friends, they say. Yeah, listen, okay. I was never big into Naruto during its, like, massive heyday back, I don't know, in the 2000s, but I remember this vividly because I was on DeviantArt at the time. People were shipping Kakashi and, what's his face? The dude with the scar. Iruka? Is that his name? Naruto's original sensei, right? Yeah. That was like a really popular ship. And I don't think they had any screen time together whatsoever. I think they might have talked once. And, like, it kind of just, like, shocks me that that ship of those two was so popular when Guy was right there. And, like, they have a whole rivalry, in quotes. Like, they have a whole history together. Meanwhile, like, everybody's shipping him with the other guy that he barely even knows. Yo, Ambiguous, welcome back. Oh my god, has it been 2.5 hours? Oh shit, my BP's about to fill out in OnStars, isn't it? The new event started today, but you know, no stress, it's a tour event. It's got double face in it, R.I.P. They were shipping them based on the fact they're both Naruto's dad. Men should be allowed to have close friendships without everyone insisting they're secretly gay. No one is doing that, okay? Like, anytime somebody's like, ugh, men should be allowed to be friends without people insisting they're gay, fucking fangirls. And I'm like, that's a minority of a minority. Like, have you ever watched a Marvel movie? Have you ever watched Star Wars? Like, male platonic relationships are basically all you see in movies. Tell me, quite honestly, when was the last time there was a male friendship in a mainstream movie where it turned out, oh, they were actually gay for each other the whole time, and they were also the main characters? Tell me the last time that happened. Never. It never happened. Except Yuri on Ice. That's the only time it happened. You know what? You're right. Good Omens. I didn't watch that show. That's fair. That happened once. You get two. You get two. One in an anime, one in Good Omens. You're right, but just make them gay. Yeah, I agree. They should... Like, listen, I'm waiting for the day when it comes to pass that there will be just a mainstream action movie with two dudes, two besties, and they're going on an action adventure story together, and at the end they confess their feelings for each other. Like, they have a lot of tension, and you're just like, huh, that's weird, was that intentional? And then you get to the end and they confess and you're like, it was intentional. That would be great. It's called Hot Fuzz. You know what, I did see that Tumblr post, yeah. Listener is a princess and in a relationship with a peasant girl. I feel like that's too close to the maid and the master thing again. What Buddy Daddy should have been. They raised a child together for 15 years. You're telling me they're not married? Ugh. Still mad. Thank you, Okapi, for the $5.
The listener gets lovingly bullied by a wasp/hornet.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous about getting, yelled at by the wasp hornet fans that are like, they pollinate too, but, I can figure it out. Never stop being upset about that cop-out. They run a restaurant together. Ugh. Poly adventuring party that becomes one big relationship at the end. Yeah, that too. We should have that too. Parrot GF annoys you by repeating whatever you say and insults you. I don't know if I could pull that off. Road to El Dorado. Yeah, but that wasn't canon though. Eating jellied eels? No. We can't do it. I don't even know what those look like. They have one of the characters constantly mention how his wedding is later this week, and every time it gets interrupted by the other guy saying, I know, I'll be there, and then they get married. Oh, that'd be really fun. Stanzi Potenzas? I don't know who that is. I get those deep fried Mars bars. Yeah, you gotta get those fried bits at the bottom of the freezer. Or the bottom of the fryer, yeah. Don't ever put ice in a deep fryer. Don't do it. People will die. Hive Mind GF doesn't want to bring you into the Hive Mind. That also still fits with the Hive Mind story that I wrote. I gotta just, collect that into a compilation for the Lies of P release week. I gotta do that for myself. Alright, good night, Gaming Devil. Had an amazing sandwich for lunch today. Deep fried popcorn prawns and a baguette with salad. Wow. I don't like seafood, but that does sound pretty good. GF explains what a devil fruit is. What? It sounded like from DMC. Your friend tries to convince you not to drop 2 baskets of ice into the deep fryer. Oh, God. I remember reading a story on Reddit years ago about somebody who, like, they hated their job at, like, a fast food place, so they decided to quit and also throw a bag of ice into the fryer, and it caused a massive explosion that led to, I don't know, I think some girl getting, like, serious burns on her body, and he went to jail. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, it's from One Piece. No, I've never seen One Piece. I've only seen None Piece. I don't like the art style, okay? I'm just gonna say it straight up. I don't like the art style. I'm not gonna watch the live action version either. That's just silly. It's very silly. None Piece stream. Didn't we do that already? I don't remember. Homophobia leads to toxic masculinity. You're right. But shippers aren't the problem. Through his entirety of the calcium supply in the swimming pool when they quit. Oh no. We did Code Men. Oh yeah. Well, None Piece is a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, straight up. Like, I don't like the style. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, it looks great. I'm like, I don't think it looks great. Why do all the women look like that? It's so long you couldn't pay me to watch it at this point. Yeah, like, how are you going to keep track of everything that happened? If the show's that long, like, half of it's got to be filler, right? Yeah, literally. Like, the way the women are drawn, I'm just like, why did 4Kids ever license this? Spy X Family is still really good. I gotta get into that, I guess. I'll watch the anime. I'll figure it out. I mean, at the very least, Spy X Family, they seem to be doing, like... Well, I know like, Buddy Daddy's got a lot of comparison to it, because it's like, you know, like 2 assassins trying to raise a kid, but, at least Spy X Family has a decent amount of action. Once you got, like, maybe 5 episodes into Buddy Daddies, they pretty much gave up on doing any action scenes at all, and were just, like, these 2 dudes trying to navigate raising a kid. But they don't do assassin stuff. That was kind of lame. Vox Machina animated series. Oh, None Piece is a parody of One Piece by Purple Eyes WTF. I miss that guy. Bloodborne Huntress. I never played that game. Is it on PS4? And only PS4? It never got a PC port, did it? They've been married for 2 years, so they're basically a couple. I love that. It's just like, yeah, they've been married for 2 years. They're figuring it out. Officer listener finds cute girl in an attic. Where are you going with that, Soviet weeb? Where are you going with that? You were maidenless ASMR. I didn't play Elden Ring either. Skeleton girl tries to steal your bones to make her bone car. Yeah, no cops. We don't do cops. Have I ever done a cop? I've done a private investigator, but I don't think I've ever done like a straight up officer of the law. I hope not. I don't know. Listener finds Batgirl living in their attic. What is Barbara Gordon doing in there? Wait, is she Batgirl? Oh man, there's like 5 Batgirls. I don't know. You know, she's not Oracle yet in canon. Don't worry about it. Laws are threats made by an occupying force. You say beat it toots in a mean Neko voice? What is a Neko voice? Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promise of violence that's enacted. And the police are basically an occupying army, you know what I mean? Oh. Wait, is that the guy that's always like going off on like dramatic tangents? I've seen clips of him. That would almost convince me to watch like a D&D show. Yeah, that guy. I do like his dramatic talkings. I do like that. She was Oracle but went back to Batgirl. How'd they fix her spine? Superhero X Butler listener. Is that like a Batman reference? That's too specific. She got better. Okay, whatever. Twitter working GF. Okay. Literally. Did you guys hear? Have you heard the news? Have you heard the bad news? It doesn't matter if you have. Elon said that he's going to remove the block feature except for DMs. Which, I don't know. I don't know if that technically counts, but you're not allowed to do that if you're an app on, like, the Google Play Store or the App Store. I don't know if technically having blocking for DMs, like, would count towards their policy, but I feel like one of them... Somebody up top has got to have the balls to tell this man no, and if he removes blocking, they just take the app off the store. Just please, do something. Like, straight up, blocking is a vital feature, because I don't want to see that shit. Twitter is a potentially dead app now. I refuse to call it X. I hate seeing it too, because I've still got it installed because I need the OnStars updates. That's the only place they post them. Or maybe Facebook, but fuck Facebook. Every time I get a notification, it's that fucking hideous default X. I'm just like, oh, why are we doing this? I hate it. It's so ugly. Are they on Instagram? I don't want to install Instagram. Twitter is just kind of dead. Honestly, every time I go there, it's just like a speed run. Get in and out and look at the OnStars tweet and leave as soon as possible. Yeah, at least the bird theme was cute. And then when everybody started showing pictures of the bird with like the X over its eyes to show that it was dead, everybody realized it looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. Paid billions of dollars so people couldn't ignore him. Yeah, and can you imagine like being so insecure that you do that instead of being a billionaire and just like living like an awesome life forever? Like... If you're a billionaire, you could have done anything. You could have done literally anything. You could have just gone on vacation for the rest of your life and stopped worrying about anything. And instead, he bought his own torture chamber. Having $1 billion breaks your brain. If I had billions of dollars, I'd be a troll. Isn't that what happened to Notch? No, there's Threads. I've heard that if you start up a Threads account, you can't delete it without also deleting your Instagram account. Not worth it. eBay Tony Stark. Yeah. If you had $1 billion, you could donate $900 million. If you had $1 billion, like, I know when they say billion, they don't actually have $1 billion. That's like their net worth, right? But if they did have $1 billion, like, you could fix everything forever. Like, that guy had so much money that he could have fixed everything forever, and instead, he decided to buy Twitter. This man should go down in history as one of the greatest villains of all time. A real-life Iron Man, my ass. Have you seen what that guy looks like? If you had $20 billion, you could permanently end homelessness in the US. Yeah. Yeah, he's not even a good villain. He's like in a movie, he would be the shithead bad guy that turns out to be like the front for the other bad guy, like the real dangerous one. Oh my god, my BP is full. I have to return to the stage. Ah. Elon versus Zaku win a cage fight. I can't believe that Elon... Like, we all knew it was never going to happen anyway, but the fact that Elon pussied out by being like, I don't know, I have to talk to my doctor. I have a lot of health problems. Like, that's really funny. That was really funny. Funnier than anything he's ever said. He's just Titan and Megamind. Yeah, literally. Should do a rental girlfriend audio. I don't know enough about the concept. Glass Onion sucked. Glass Onion was a great movie. I really liked it. Yeah, if he was just like an eccentric billionaire who did wacky shit, people would just leave him alone. Instead, he did this. Just gestures to everything he did. Everything. Have you seen I Think You Should Leave? I've heard of it, I think. Oh yeah, he is like terminally divorced. I mean, it just sucks that we all have to be witness to this man's midlife crisis. Just, you know, most people, when like they have a midlife crisis, they just buy a fancy car or something. This guy bought Twitter and he's gonna make it everybody's problem. Like, we all have to be witness and like deal with his insecurities and everything. It's just a nightmare. Nobody should have that much money. I ever played Facade? No, but I watched Let's Plays. He and Grimes are both terrible and deserve each other. They're divorced too. He's so divorced that he divorced, like, the divorce woman. Oh my god, really? There was an epic rap battles thing with Elon and Zuck? Ew, oh gross. That's bad. I bet you could look back and like you could carbon date that video with the comments and just be like a bunch of people being like, "Yeah, Elon's so cool, he's going to take us to space." And his rockets fucking explode. I mean, seriously, this guy went from like Reddit's #1 guy to like enemy #1. I guess he's still #1 then. Like, he could have just stayed being like a rich nerd and everybody on Reddit would have loved him, but then he had to have more. He had to have more. It was never enough. The endless greed. Oh my god. A large bird just flew by my window. Never knew anything about him until he was on SNL. That was a bad episode. Yeah. I wonder if he finds out you're only with her to use her zip line. I don't know enough about zip lines. Yeah, he played Wario and it sucked. It sucked a lot, yeah. Finding out your crush is a yandere listener. I feel like that's already on the list somewhere. Ugh. Anyway, it's been 1 week since you looked at me. I've been here for almost 3 hours. I've gotten, how many lines? We're at like 96 lines, so that means I've got almost that many ideas, not including double lines and triples. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to go into a writing fugue state based off of these ideas, and tomorrow, we're gonna watch the Twisted Metal cutscenes from the PS3 game, because I want to watch those. I'm gonna put my face on, and we're all gonna watch them together, because I want to see the dude with the long hair, and I want to see Sweet Tooth. We're gonna do that. Is Twisted Metal that clown game? Well, I mean, he's not the only guy in it. Clowns are tight. With you there, buddy. I'm a big fan of his design. Face reveal? No, my cat girl face. I'll put the cat ears on. Get people interested. Oh my god, ambiguous. Yes, go to sleep. Good night. Jesus. I don't know how people stay up that long. I feel like absolutely awful if I try to pull an all-nighter. You gotta get some sleep, girl. You gotta do it. Mingles, don't stay up till 4 a.m. again. Don't do it. Go to sleep. It's like almost midnight over there. Go to bed. Anyway. Gonna turn this off. Where's my... Yeah, okay. Before I leave, you know, quick advertisement, quick ad break, you know. Perhaps you would like to make a purchase, you know, maybe. Don't tell anyone about this. Yeah. Like, actually sick. Oh my god, go to bed. I do sell porn. I'm going to keep selling porn. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for donating. There were a lot of donations today. Wow, that's actually way more than I thought. I can actually see who donated. Hold on. I can thank with the fan funding. Thank you, Okapi, Brandon Porter, Gavin Strafacci, Ambiguous, White Wolf, Jacob, Starhope, TJ Tharp, Mingles, LC, Plays Civ, Marilyn Brony, Kuma Teddy, Drafted, and the Gentleman. That's everybody who donated and became real fakers. I can just say it now. Okay. So thank you all for donating. Thank you all for donating your incredible ideas. Thank you, Steve the Wizard, for being a real faker for 18 months. Awesome. Glad that you had one of those. Yeah. This has been a great inaugural stream. The second screen is working out great. It's really convenient to just look over there and read the chat. Very helpful. Yeah, and thank you all for the ideas. We will return tomorrow after my fugue state. Farewell.